Coach Paul wants to talk to you today about sideline etiquette and managing the game of football. If you're a head coach, let's all be very clear in that you control what happens during the game with your players, and you control what happens on the sideline with your coaches and your players, and whoever else belongs on the sideline. And you also control what happens during the game with yourself. Because you as the head coach, it starts at the top and then it trickles down. All right? So what do we mean by sideline etiquette and managing the game? We mean that if there's a discrepancy on the field with the officials, the head coach should not be screaming and yelling and going ballistic out their mind about the call that's made on the field. If you want to achieve proper game management and find out what's going on and continue the game flowing smoothly, and knowing what's going on, and getting what it is that you want to find out about what's going on in a smooth, orderly fashion, you cannot scream and yell at the official. You cannot give your opinion that he's wrong or right or indifferent or whatever it is. Simply say, Mr. Official, what did you see? Ask the official what he saw. Don't give him your opinion. Don't tell him he's wrong or this happened or that happened. Ask the official what he saw. Mr. Official, can I please ask you, what did you see on that play? And then allow him to explain. He will explain to you what he saw. Guess what? He probably saw something you didn't, which is usually the case. Or he saw it a different way. In that case, guess what? He's the paid and trained official that's out there for a reason, to make the decision on what it was that happened in the game. You have to defer to his expertise at that point. Hate to tell you, but that's reality. I'm also a head coach, so I know. All right. To let the game flow smoothly and continue on, and for everybody to be satisfied, someone has to make a decision. That's the official. So proper game etiquette is not to scream or yell at the official. It's to ask him what he saw. Okay? Coaches, that's the best tip I can give you. Always remember that. Don't scream, yell. And if you're going ballistic on the sideline and yelling at your assistant coaches, then who's in charge of the game? If you're flipping out on the referees and you're flipping out on your sideline and your coaches and your players, then who's in charge of the game? Who's coaching the players? Who's calling the plays? Who's overseeing all three phases of offense, defense, and special teams? Who's in control of the sideline, the players, and those three phases of the game? If you're not. Coaches, think about that. Coach Paul knows New York City football, and this is why we do it, to make this a better game. God, family, and football.